Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna try test fitting the engine into the Blazer. I finally have some free time now. I got about 3 or 4 weeks to mess with it and do some stuff. I don't really have too much money right now. That'll probably come later because I really want to get the rear diff done, but it's gonna cost me about $900 just to put that back together. But I'm gonna do things I can do right now over break, like painting the frame. I don't know. I'm debating on even doing that at the moment. I probably will. Just not looking forward to it. I kind of dread. I'm gonna dread taking a wire wheel on that whole fucking thing. Then I really want to take the body off, but logistics of that is kind of I don't have. I could do it the old jank ass way of using 4x4s and kind of creating stilts to lift the body up and set them on, and then drop the frame out from underneath it. But I think I can get to the frame without doing that. Looking in the various areas, it's gonna be kind of tricky between the body and the frame there, but there's still a gap. I don't know. We'll see about that. But today I'm just gonna be test fitting. Um, not the engine's not gonna stay in there permanently. I mainly want to see if like before I paint the frame or anything, I want to see if my oil pan will clear the front cross member there. I heard a lot of people had to notch theirs, even with the LH8 oil pan. I don't know what mounts they were using. You know, there's a bunch of different combinations of shit that people use on these swaps. So, and then I heard some of them didn't have to because the cross member shaped a little differently. But from what I heard, like a lot of the older ones, like mine, the first gen, they did have to do it. So, and I know my frame's a little different because some S10 frames have like, on, I believe, the driver's side is horizontal, and then the passenger side is vertical shaped on the frame. Mine just vertical on both sides. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I know my frame's a little different than the majority because like the cross member, they sell cross members that fit the other, like with one side being horizontal and the other side being vertical. But for a 4L80 into one that has the dual vertical frame rails on each side, they don't really sell a cross member for that. So we're probably gonna have to fab one. My dad's looking at. He just was talking the other day. Probably here in a few weeks, getting a multi-process TIG MIG stick. I think they put the stick in there. I think we're not gonna be stick welding, but it's there if we need it, and it'll have a lot more power than his little 110. So we can. And he's really good at welding, so we can really start getting things going. But since he's looking at getting that and everything, I want to see if I'm gonna have to notch his cross member and see what all else I need to clearance and what I'm gonna run into and everything. So it's kind of trial and error thing. I'm gonna see how the mounts work and how they're fitting, and see where the engine sits and see what we're looking at, so I know what I need to do before I actually go to put it in there permanently. All right, let's get started. All right, got it off the engine stand. About to transplant it over there and test fitter. I'm a little nervous right now. Don't want to drop it. I think my chain job here is pretty good. Found these bolts laying around. They went right into the heads. Seems like almost any like 13 to 15 millimeter bolt will fit into these heads. Looks pretty secure to me. Got it somewhat level. I thought it was going to be more level than that, but I can't really record me dropping it in, but I'll show you after I get her in on the first test fit. Alright, I just started putting it in, dropped it down, kinda start hitting the jack there, so I'm hoping as I lower it down it'll scoot back enough where I need it. I am having some clearance issues with this little metal plate here, so I'm gonna take that off. Sort of right here. I figured that might be in the way, but let's get the light here. Yeah, I mean I have some little screws down there for the pedal and stuff, but and I do have this set back all the way. And as of right now, this is what I was mainly worried about. I might be good. I don't know. It's still got the ass. See how it's kind of sitting at an angle. The ass still has to come down. Just gonna bring that pan really close. But I still have to go back. I probably have to adjust the engine side mounts. Probably a little bit. I'm doing it with like this, with the mounts kind of assembled. This main bolt right here isn't tightened, but those are. So I'll probably be taking this in and out several times while I'm test fitting and seeing what I need to do. But so far, I like what I see. So I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna get the shield out of the way here, and then try dropping her back and see where I'm at. Alright, so I dropped her down a little bit more. Now it's more level. I don't have too much more room to go back there. I have a little bit. Yeah, well, it almost looks like she's kind of cockeyed. But the firewall is out more, protruding more from, back there. It does come out forward more than this side. But I'm getting close to these screws there for the damn pedal. I'm starting to wonder, like, these engine side mounts, they weren't labeled or anything, but I'm off by about that much on both sides. It's like a little over an inch probably. And if you look at the engine side mount, it's actually kind of the JTR mounts here. I'm wondering if I need to flip this. God dang it! I'm wondering if I need to flip this around like this, and I think that might almost give me enough space. If not, I need a new shop light. I mean, I could scoot these back decent amount, but I don't even know if that's gonna be enough. I don't know. I'm starting to think that plate, I put them on a little bit. I mean, it only tells you which side to put them on. It doesn't tell you which orientation. So I think I might have to jack it up a little bit and flip them around and see what that looks like. So that's how it's sitting right now. It's actually sitting a lot lower than what I thought it was going to, which is a good thing. These are the Jags that run JTR stealth mounts on the engine side, and they're supposed to make the engine sit lower. That's why they call them the stealth mounts. But looking down this way, I'm not even set all the way in there yet. There's going to be plenty of clearance for that intake and everything else. I really like where it's sitting. I don't even have it set up right or in position. And so far, my cross member clearance here is looking really good. I lowered it down some more. Shit, sorry. Try to get a better angle here. Yeah, I got about a good inch there. I'm not all in position yet, but I'm getting closer and closer to that fucking thing. Now I'm starting to worry. Figured I was probably going to have to notch the cross member down there for the oil pan, but I don't know. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to flip these around. Alright, so apparently I'm an idiot. You can't flip those around because the way these are shaped, like that. If you flip them around, that changes that whole orientation. So I'm pretty sure the way it was sitting pretty good. So the way I had it, so I switched this back around. What I did do is all these are loose, so I tightened just one, like kind of finger tight, just to kind of keep it from sliding around on me. It might still, I don't know. Went ahead and bolted these on to the frame. Do it this way instead of the way I was doing. Might be a little bit more difficult, but started thinking, I was like, man, if I get this lined up It might be easier to line these up on this than the way I was doing it, trying to line the bolt holes up, because this was actually a pain in the ass to get these bolts on without it attached. So, because I mean, trying to get a socket on there and you're hitting this and shit, and the spacing on these holes are pretty exact. I'm actually going to have to dick with this one over here because I wasn't able to get that bolt in right there. It's just a hair off, so we're just test fitting here, so I'll be pulling this back off. But I just need to take a drill bit. I'll probably take it over to my dad's garage and use a drill press on her and open it up a little bit more. But might open this one up just a tad bit more too, just make it easier. I don't know why this one isn't fitting as well as the other one. Probably just little small differences. I got those from Current Performance. They were $60. It's got polyurethane bushings in here, so that's very nice. Alright, but the way we're kind of sitting here, it's kind of tricky because I got her, it's tilting on me. Plus, I think with the weight of the belt system over here, it's kind of making it teeter that way too. But I'm going to attempt to lower it down and position it on there. Might get help from my wife. Help me get that down on there. Yeah, see. Because as I lower it, it's going to go back some, but I don't know. This should be easier to align it and get it on there than what I was doing. Because I don't think there'd be any way to get those damn bolts in doing it the way I was doing. But, yep. Alright, so first test fit was kind of a failure. Not because the mounts failed me, it's the bolts back here that I used to lift it in here. Look at that. They're rubbing right on the fucking firewall. Both of them. I was like, why isn't this going down? Because I was trying to get this bolt all the way through and get her latched in. But I'm just like, I'll try to get a view of this. Oh, I'm sorry. So, I'm using my phone. It's kind of difficult. Yeah, see, just a hair off. And that fucking shitty there. I mean, either way, this method wasn't going to work because, say I do get that bolt through, how the fuck am I going to get those bolts out? I mean, I haven't banged out the firewall here for the transmission yet. As you can clearly see, I'm going to have to do, because transmission, I think that's the top bolt right there. So, yeah, I'm going to have to do some major banging out there. Get that big 4L80 to fit. But yeah, I mean, this, other than that, it's like a hair off. But this is how it's going to sit. These adjustable mounts, the JTR mounts, I thought I was going to have more wiggle room, but look, the engine's all the way forward on these suckers, and like, it's pretty flush. I don't know if they designed them specifically I mean, it's about spot on where I want it to be. And look, this is the exciting part here that I won't have to, it's looking like I have plenty of oil pan clearance. Look at that. Yeah. That is way okay. Even, yeah. Got a good inch gap there. It's very nice. And underneath, yeah, look, clears it. Perfect. So, just playing around with a 500-pound piece of metal here. And what I noticed is, like, with these mounts, it's sitting down in there snug as a bug. Like, it is... I'm liking what I'm seeing. I just realized that I need a different method of lifting this sucker in here. I can't do that because then I can't get the damn thing out because the damn bolt's there. So I was looking over here. I had some bolt spots there on the head, which I need a new shop light bad, like yesterday. But Yeah, these bolts I have lying around. Actually, I don't think I tried this one. But just about every single bolt, I think they use about the same thread. That one's giving me some shit. I don't know. The other one I had, I don't know where the hell it's at. It was going in there. I don't know about lifting it from there either. I think I'm just going to get a lift plate. Make my life a lot easier. The lift plate goes over this. Basically, I take the knock sensors out, take the valley cover off, and it takes the place of the valley cover. And then it has the one I was looking at. I didn't want the ladder thing because I think it's overkill for what I'm doing. A lot more money. But the one I was looking at had like 3 rings right here. Because the main thing is you want it to go in. I mean, this is my first time doing this, so I'm sure some of you guys that are more experienced at planting these in there. But I realized right off the bat, like that's a center link in that chain there. I made sure it was all equal lengths on both sides of that chain. But even still, when I lifted it up, the front tilted down. I think it's because all the weight right here, this extra weight in the alternator and the whole pulley system, it was wanting to go down in that corner and then spin around on me. So, I mean, it'd probably been easier if I put that shit on after I got it in there. Note to self next time, like keep it bare block, because you don't need the pulley system on there. It makes it harder. But you want this sucker to be as level as you want, as you can, especially level, because what I ended up running into is, like, you see how I'm kind of went in a little cockeyed here. I got my front bolts in on both sides, and I kind of tapped them through to where they were just at the edge here, about ready to come out, and I was going to get this down to where it lined up, and then I was going to tap it all the way through and call her good, but then I got hung up on that. But in the process, I kind of buggered my bushing here, because the lip here on this mount caught that and it chewed it up pretty good. I had to get a flathead in there and try to tap it and break it free, but it definitely chewed it up there. Yeah, you can see the polyurethane right up here got buggered. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, there's still some meat there. I'm sure it'll go back, kind of. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. But that's one thing to note. You want to be level going in. And then I noticed as I was dropping the motor in, it wanted to go back more that way. So, and yeah, and I didn't think that one through either. You know, kind of running into my own jack here. I put that jack underneath there. I mean, the way I got this teeter-tottering on the jack stands here, wanted to support it, because this thing's so light right now as it is, stripped down, dropping a 500-pound engine in here. I was worried about the front end just nose diving into the fucking garage floor, so put that jack under there to make sure that didn't happen. But yeah, man, I mean, it's looking pretty good. The lighting's kind of shitty right now in my garage. I need to do some upgrades to the garage here. Like lighting for one. I just got these 2 LEDs here, regular bulbs, but I want those big strip lighting or LED lights from off Amazon. I haven't tried this yet, but I am interested to see. Now, I'm gonna grab this with one hand. Shit, I feel like I'm gonna drop it. Book. All right. Alright. Damn, man. That big monster intake on there. I want to see if it would clear that hood. Damn, it will. Just by about an inch. It's snug. I mean, the whole positioning of it right now is fucking perfect, man. Look at that. Getting excited. Alright. Well, so that pretty much concludes that. Man, that looks good. Getting excited. So, I'm going to have a lot of stuff coming up this week. tomorrow I'm gonna start tearing down the rest of the truck, get it ready for when the flex plate gets here Tuesday. So I can get that back together. Gotta get my truck up and running. Tried to fix the fucking dash cluster again. I gotta go with the soldering iron, see if I can fix it. If not, I may have to have it shipped off to somebody that's better at soldering than I am, can fix it. And none of my gauges work on it right now. It lights up and everything, but no gauges. I've already replaced the stepper motors and stuff on it. It's something else, I think, with the connections in there. But so I got the truck to fix. I got some major garage cleaning I need to do. I haven't cleaned the garage in like 2 or 3 months, so I got shit from my wife and kids laying around everywhere, mail that just kind of got tossed around. I got all these parts that I stripped off from the suspension on the Blazer. I got to make a scrapyard run, probably junk a lot of this, and then at the same time I'm gonna see if that I don't think I made that into a video. My little junkyard adventure. I have it saved on my computer. I don't think I uploaded it yet. I did that like well over a month ago, so I don't know if the blades are still there, if anybody dicked with it or not. But if it's still there, it's kind of one of those smaller junkyards. I mean, it's not small. They have quite a bit of inventory. It's just one of those ones out in the middle of nowhere that not too many people know about. So there's usually some really good shit in there. So that it's untouched. Like, I don't like going to the bigger ones because then, you know, you go in there's like fucking 200 people in there with you, and they're all just tearing shit apart, cutting wires, just breaking shit, and they take all the good shit before you can even get to it. So I like going to the smaller ones that let you go back there and shop around, pull what you want. They know me pretty well. I bought quite a few things. That's where I got my rear diff. They pulled that for me because that thing was like sitting on the ground with no wheels and stuff. So and it was just easier to have them just fucking cut it off with a plasma cutter or whatever and get it out for me. But so fixing the truck, do a tear down, and I'll probably just make that all one video. The rest of the tear down, I gotta dick with that exhaust. Get that out of the way and pull the transmission back and all that shit. And then once I get to the flex plate, that should be pretty straightforward. Swapping them out. This other one I got is pretty beefy. It's a Hughes Performance SFI heavy duty flex plate. I didn't want to get the stock one because obviously that one's a piece of shit and broke on me, so I don't want to buy another one of those. You know, it's like half the cost, but I'd rather spend a little bit more and not have to fuck with it again, you know? So, I think that Hughes Performance one's like $160. It's probably going to be the same one I use on the old Blazer here. I returned that other one. Summit gave me my full money back. They charged me for return shipping, but it's whatever. It was like $8 to go to Ohio, which is like one state over. So, but anyways, I keep getting distracted. I'm sorry, guys. I have so much running through my head, and I'm trying to organize my thoughts and spit it out to you guys in an organized manner. It's easy to follow, but I don't know. My brain kind of got a little ADD or something. I don't know. I start talking and think about something and end up bouncing around everywhere and forget what the hell I was talking about. Just got a lot going on here. So my break. Another thing I want to do is start digging with this wiring harness here. Not looking forward to that, but it's got to be done. I got to take about like 10 or 11 pins out. I don't know. I'd have to look back on that website and see what that entails. I may have to get a little tool to help me unpin those. I don't know. I'm going to review some videos on that and see what all I'm going to need to do. No, I'm going to have to strip it down, and it's going to be a pain in the dick, but it's got to be done. So if I have my harness ready, the frame painted, and I got pretty much the engine test fitted all the way, where I know where, and get everything banged out there, probably on the firewall I'm going to have to do. For the transmission, I'm going to have to do a fuck ton of banging out. It's more than what I thought I was going to have to do because it's looking like it's going to be tight. I'm kind of worried that the engine actually isn't forward far enough to get the front housing there of the transmission like to go like to meet up underneath the firewall there. I don't know. That's really the only fitment part I'm worried about is getting that transmission in there. It's gonna be tight, but I heard a lot of guys just say bang that firewall out and it'll fit. So I guess we'll see. It's gonna be fucking close, cause I don't know. I guess we'll see when we get there. But like I said, I have a lot of time, but probably not a lot of money. Sorry for not like posting videos and stuff. I've been super busy in this past semester. I had project after project dropped on me, and then my grandma got really sick and she ended up passing away, and then my wife and I just had a baby about a week ago, so having fun with that. And but now I'm finally done with school. I just got work here and there, and the rest of it I'm just gonna be working on this and try to get as much done as I can with the amount of time I have. So we'll see where we get, and I'll make videos of everything I do. So stay tuned. I should be kind of video bombing here of all the little things I do, whether they're interesting or not. I don't know, but you can tag along. I noticed on my previous videos, like especially the first flex plate video, I had a buddy of mine kind of make fun of me because I was kind of monologuing the whole damn time, but I was a little buzzed and got a little too drunk and then got sidetracked, but I went a little monologue-y. I'm kind of monologue-y anyways. I like to talk about this shit, but it's going to be more of a vlog. This is definitely not a how-to channel. I'll tell you that. There's plenty of other people out there that are better at this shit than I am. So, but what I can offer for people that watch my shit looking to do stuff like this is at least they can see the combinations that I use, like these mounts for one. I don't see a lot of people using the mounts that I use. A lot of people use like custom fabricated mounts and shit. But these you can buy. Like I just bought them. I didn't fabricate them, but like look at that. That's perfect. That's perfect. So at least you guys know that. You saw the cross member clearance. I didn't have any issues. There's plenty of room there. I don't know if that's just my frame or in the oil pan, and I don't know the combination I got going on. I don't know if other frames are actually different. I heard some people say that the frames varied there. Maybe they do, but mine was fine. I don't know. So at least you see that, and I'll try to be entertaining. But yep, just stay tuned for more videos. And by the way, be introducing my dad here soon and all his shit he's got going on. Hope to get a GoPro so we can like do better videos, better recordings. But I'll be introducing you guys to him real soon. Maybe like next weekend. I don't know. We'll see. I'll just make a fucking video and we'll go over there and visit his garage and fucking introduce him and show what he's got going on and all that stuff. And he's looking to get shit going over there too. So should have a lot of content, a lot of shit going on. Got 2 projects going. He's got like 3 fucking Ford motors. He's got like 3 302s or something. No, he's got 3. The one including in his project. I'm still not going to say what it is, even though you guys probably saw it in the truck video, but in the background. But I don't know. I'll get a closer look. It's really nice. But and then I think he's got a 396 or something, big block. The big bastard. It's like foot wide intake and stuff. It's crazy. I don't know why he bought it. It's like too big to fit in anything. But yeah, so as you can see, my garage is a fucking disaster right now. Shit everywhere. I wanna do a lot of organization and cleaning and get this shit cleaned up. I got a bunch of car parts and stuff lying around from this damn suspension, so I'm gonna get some cleaning done for sure. Probably this week. It's hard to do shit when you work in a messy garage. I don't see how guys do that. This is driving me nuts, and I feel like it makes me look like a piece of shit. As a man, it's like, dude, you keep your garage like that? And I'm like, well, that's not what I want, but, been too fucking busy to, dick with it. A lot of shit going on, like I said before. But, alright, I guess I'll stop monologuing, and I'll see you guys in the next video that I post probably later this week. Probably a couple of them, so stay tuned.